Welcome to the deep dive. So we've got this fascinating set of sources in front of us, all about the Bachelor of Accounting from Boston City campus.
Right.
And our mission, really, is to look past the official language and figure out what it all means. For anyone considering a career in finance, the big question is always how a degree makes you, more than just a number cruncher.
A strategic leader, yeah.
Exactly.
And that's really the core of it. What these sources show is a qualification that seems specifically engineered for the modern financial world.
How so?
It's this blend of very specific South African regulations with a sort of global business competence. Okay, let's just jump into it.
Let's do it.
I think we have to start with the accreditations. They're the foundation. The degree is registered at NQF Level 7.
Okay, so that's the proper academic benchmark. It's a serious degree.
It's a full professional foundation, yes. And crucially, it's that first big step to becoming a chartered accountant because it's fully accredited by SECA, the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants.
Which is the gold standard in SA.
It is, and it's also recognized by the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. But what really jumped out at me, and I was surprised by this,
The international part.
the dual international accreditation,
Right.
yeah. I mean, for a South African CA path, why is that so important?
It's a great question.
It's all about mobility and, I think, reputation. It's accredited by the ACBSP in the United States.
The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs.
That's the one. And on top of that, the institution itself is accredited by the British Accreditation Council.
So you've got US and UK backing.
Exactly. So you have the credentials to work anywhere, really. You understand the deep South African rules, but you also carry this global business credibility.
Okay, so that's the framework. What about the actual skills? I saw something in the program outcomes I wanted to ask you about.
Okay.
It mentions basic Windows-based applications right next to learning the principles of King V governance. That seems like a strange pairing.
You know, I can see why you'd say that, but I think it speaks to the holistic nature of it.
So from the ground up.
Yeah, you need the basic operational skills for sure. But the real intellectual heavy lifting is in that strategy and regulatory side. And the depth of governance knowledge here it's fascinating. The Companies Act, the SECA Code, and, as you said, King V.
And for anyone listening who isn't familiar, King V is basically the rule book for ethical corporate governance in South Africa.
It is. It's the blueprint.
So graduates aren't just learning to file tax returns. They're being trained to run an ethical boardroom.
That's a perfect way to put it. You get the hard technical skills like preparing tax calculations according to the Income Tax Act, but that's married to what they call enabling competencies.
The softer skills.
Right. Professional values, communication, digital acumen. It's the difference between being a calculator and being a strategic advisor.
And I suppose that's reflected in the career paths this opens up.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the list. Chartered accountant, sure, but also financial manager, internal auditor, management consultant, tax specialist.
It's a broad scope.
It really is. They even list small business owner or entrepreneur, and that makes perfect sense, right? Financial expertise is the bedrock of any successful venture.
Okay, so it sounds incredibly rigorous.
Yeah.
But what about accessibility? What if you're already working, or you just need some flexibility?
Well, that seems to be one of its defining features. The minimum duration is 3 years, but you can stretch it out to a maximum of 9 years.
9. Wow, that's a huge amount of flexibility.
Total control over your pace.
Yeah.
And all the tuition is online, so you control the time, the place, the path, everything. And 2 other huge points on accessibility.
Go on.
1, there's no point system for entry. And 2, and this is a big one, all the required textbooks are included in the fees.
That's a massive saving for a student. A huge barrier removed.
A huge one. So what does this all mean? When you put it all together, what you have is a qualification that seems designed for, well, maximum professional impact. It's flexible in its delivery, but it's backed by this really high-level national and international authority.
So it's not just an entry-level job ticket.
No, it's positioned as a foundation for strategic business leadership.
And I think that's the final thought for you, our listener. Given this deep focus on complex rules like King V and the Income Tax Act, alongside those so-called softer skills like ethics and communication, just think about how the role of an accountant is changing. It's shifting from being a scorekeeper to being a governance architect, someone responsible not just for compliance, but for the actual ethical direction of a business. And that is a really powerful path to start on.